we're going to do a painting of a nebula, or a nebulae, which is a like a big dust cloud in space. And they're always, if you look at photos of them, which have been taken through telescopes, they're lovely, bright, beautiful colours. They look a bit like colourful clouds. So I'm first going to apply different colours of watercolour, liquid watercolour, onto my paper, just in kind of random areas. It's important that you have good paper for this. So it could be proper watercolour paper, which would work really well, or paper that doesn't soak up the paint too quickly. So this is the paper that we have in our art books at school, and it works quite well on this. You can see I'm adding quite a lot of ink. I'm keeping it quite wet. So I'm putting my warm colours on first because I don't want them to mix together too much. But it's okay if it mixes a little bit like that because it gives quite a nice effect. So I'm just touching the edges of those shapes that I've painted so the ink can mix new colours on there. Now I'm going to add a few cool colours as well. Again, I only want it really to touch the edges. I don't want to mix too much, or I'll end up with lots of muddy, kind of dark colours like browns and things. Now a little bit of blue. I'm just going to finish off with some blue in these spaces here. Don't worry if you have some white gaps, we will be filling those in later. Okay, so when you filled up most of the space and you're thinking it looks quite interesting, we are going to add two things to it now. First one is we're going to drop some alcohol inks on here. So we're just dropping that onto the paper, and you can see it kind of makes the paint move. It's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get some salt, and we're also going to sprinkle some salt on top. And what will happen there is the salt will absorb some of that liquid ink and some of the liquid alcohol we sprayed on. So that will make those areas that have taken up the liquid become kind of mottled and look a bit like stars maybe. So we're now going to leave this to dry, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do when it's dry. So now my picture is dry. You can see what has happened. The ink has gone in and made these kind of mottled effects like this, separating the paint, and then the salt has soaked up some of the ink, making these really awesome, I guess they're a bit like snowflake marks here. So what we're going to do now with our nebula is we're going to use some black paint, and our nebula is in space, so space is black. So where we've got any white space around the edge, we're going to paint black on there. We're also going to do the same with any white spaces on our paper. So I can just get the black on my brush and just kind of dab it onto those areas. And it will hopefully look like this is a kind of cloud in space. Then to finish off my picture, I have some white paint here with a little bit of water to make it runny. So I'm going to put some paint on my brush. I'm going to get my other brush and I'm going to flick some stars on top. Just be careful, you don't actually need very much paint on there. Make sure you wear an apron to do that. Be careful. Okay, doesn't that look beautiful? A beautiful nebula in space.